The four Claires, what in the world is that? No, it's not four different women named Claire. Clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, and clairaudience. These are ways in which the universe, God, source, all that is, love, sends you messages. So these are ways that you can navigate your life in a far more easy way if you're quiet enough and present enough to actually understand what is happening in the moment when it happens. So, clairvoyance is pretty clear. It's when you may see visions through your third eye with your eyes opened or closed. Okay, you might even have that type of thing happen in your sleep where you see things that happen like in the future. So you might know what's to come, and that can help prepare you and show you how to deal with certain situations that are coming up so that you're not completely blindsided. The clear sentience is clear feeling. So sentience, it's like the French for feeling. So je sens, I feel. Feeling. We may get a feeling out of the blue, such as like happiness, excitement, or even danger and uncomfortability in a different situation, right? And that is your higher self telling you to take notice of those feelings. And it's guiding you to either get out of a situation, or it's kind of like, oh, something really good is happening, and like you just get a little excited because it's a little preview, almost like in a movie. The feeling comes out of nowhere. Then there's clear cognizance, clear thinking, or clear knowing. It's when you know something without a doubt. It just comes to you, you know it's true, and you know that it's like the answer that you needed. So that's a really beautiful gift to have too, and it can give you a lot of peace because you then know that you're going to in life continue to receive those messages, either visually with the clairvoyance, with the feeling, or with the just knowing. So the more it happens, the more you can start to rely on it and feel more comfortable and less stressed in life because you know that you're just going to know. Now then there's clairaudience, which is hearing. So sometimes it happens when you're about to go to sleep. You just might hear a word, or maybe in your dreams you hear something very distinctly, or it could even be like a warning. I was walking down the streets of New York City once, and I heard a voice say to me, "Get inside a building now." And I'm like, oh my God, that was in my head, but it was a male voice. And so I obeyed and I went into the nearest building. And then I heard a bunch of shattering glass outside. And it turns out that one of the large cranes on top of a building hit a window, and the glass went like a wind tunnel funnel through one of those New York City streets. So I was spared being cut up pretty badly because I listened to that voice. It was warning me to get out of danger. And you might even hear it sometimes, like if you're walking, it's called the golden tongued wisdom. If you're walking by someone and you're like, had asked for an answer on some situation, and you walk by a bunch of people and then one sentence just jumps out, or they're wearing a shirt that has the answer that you needed, that is also a way that your masters, angels communicate with you. Okay. Even your translated loved ones, meaning that they're no longer in their physical form. Okay. So these are ways that you get different messages. You might even see repeating numbers, and those can be found on Google or different, like sites. You can look them up, what they mean. And even you might smell things. So you might smell like the perfume of a past loved one. That actually happened to me. And I was in a dream state and I saw her and she smelled just like her perfume. And it was absolutely as real can be. So pay attention to smells too. So know also that sometimes people will even feel things like goosebumps on their arm or cold air around them. It might just be a sign, or like that what you said is relevant or true. Also, if you hear a beeping of a horn when you say something, There are signs everywhere, you guys. So this card reading is to remind you that you are not alone. You are constantly being supported if you just pay attention. So many people will just like say, oh, well, that whatever, that didn't mean anything. And they don't want to actually believe in the divine gifts that they're given, which is odd, right? Why wouldn't you want to take advantage of and believe in the gifts that you're given? And also, I would say this, it's very important to ask for support, because your angels, masters, they're not going to help you without your express express request and permission, and that can be renewed on a daily basis. But again, what is your major clair? Is it that you see things or feel things, think and know things, or are you hearing things, or is it a combination of all? And how can you utilize more of these gifts? I would highly suggest chanting the word hue and sitting in silence and asking for those gifts to be upgraded a little. Now, I also like to pretend there's a dial in front of me, and I can dial from a, let's say, 5 to a 6, a certain thing that I'm interested in, gift, right? Knowledge, wisdom, what have you, or you could go up to 10 if you want, but sometimes you want to take it slowly because you don't want to be overwhelmed. A lot of energy coming in can be overwhelming. So we have to pace ourselves. But these are the ways that you can receive instant help from the spirit realm. And remember that you are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. So you are of spirit. So you have all these gifts. Which ones are you tuning into is the question. If you like this reading, I'm thrilled. And I would ask if you could consider, please, to like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm so I can get these out to more people. And more importantly, for your own well-being, I would highly consider watching any of the videos under my Spiritual Laws of Life playlist and the card readings, which are completely timeless because they ask questions that help you to delve deeper. If you're interested in animals, I have very up close and personal, very strange encounters on a daily basis with animals. And I have actually recorded many of them. So that's kind of cool. You could check out that playlist. I also am a singer, and I have a playlist with me singing various songs. And then motivation, psychology, and spirituality playlist. I used to be a guidance counselor, and I just like to talk about things that empower people. So I hope that this is useful to you in your life. And thank you for being with me, Michelle, at Hue Loving Life. Hope you are loving your life too.